What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be installing a Dc5 Creations tucked AC kit on this EK right here. So let's get into it. So this is the kit right here. I just took it out of the box. It basically comes with all the lines you need. If you go on their website and look at the kit, it's there's an option for with loom or without, and this was the one with loom. So it comes with this real nice expanded loom and heat shrunk on both ends to keep everything looking nice and tidy. Everything's already terminated for you, so that's really nice. You don't have to do any crimping or anything like that. All predetermined length. Comes with this package right here with all the clamps and the screws you need to mount the condenser. Also some grommets because you're going to be going through the side of the car, which I'll show you in a second. These super nice brackets right here that are, looks like they're water jet cut to mount to the front of the car with some self-tappers. And these are the fittings for, looks like the AC compressor side, so real nice billet fittings with O-rings. So these just bolt right on to the AC compressor. I believe this is one of the fittings for the firewall side, and so is this one. So these two come out of the firewall. And this is, I believe, for a pressure sensor that goes in between two of the lines. Other line for the firewall side, so this comes right out of the firewall, 90s immediately towards the passenger side. And then one of the fill ports right here, and then the other fill port is right here on this other line. And this is the condenser they send you. Super nice, a lot of mounting holes on the top and on the bottom, so you can mount it how you like. And another cool thing is that it has the built-in dryer on it, so you don't have to run extra lines to the dryer. It's already part of the unit. So coming over here to the car, those basically those two fittings, they bolt in on the firewall right here, and then the line's immediately 90 this way. You'll have to remove your factory fuse box, just get it out of the way for now. The lines will come through here, do two holes basically in the body right here. That's what those big grommets are for. So it'll come through here, go along the side of the car. I believe the pressure sensor sits somewhere around in this area, and then the lines will come down. Condenser will be mounted basically to the front of the car right here, along this area right here, and then the other two lines go up and over to the AC compressor right here on top. So this customer opted to use the Speed Factory AC and power steering compatible manifold with a small precision turbo. Just a little info on that. You do have to change the slave cylinder. I did the K-tuned B series slave cylinder because it moves the line from going that way to this way, so now it gives you the space with the compressor housing right there. So the bleeder's on the bottom right there. It makes it super easy and fast to bleed. I just got that all bled, and that looks really good. He uses a 38mm wastegate to keep everything nice, kind of small and compact, and that way you have enough space down here to make a downpipe. So basically, it has to immediately 90 down and then down to connect to the exhaust. So yeah, let's get to installing this kit, and I'll kind of show you what's going on along the way. Alright guys, so first thing you do is install these in the firewall. It's nice because it comes with bolts and everything. So I'm going to put a little bit of well, it looks like there's a little bit of slag inside of there from when this got drilled out. Let me get that out of there first. Set the small pick tool so I can get that out. Oh yeah, look at that. Alright guys, so make sure you check your fitting, make sure there's not the slag in there, but not a big deal. Let's get that out of there. Put a little bit of lubricant in here, just like a little bit of oil or something. This one goes down here on the smaller port. Just turn it and push slightly. Goes in there very nice. Install the 10mm bolt they send you. go ahead and snug it down. Alright, and then the other one goes on the top. Cool. Alright. That's done. Go ahead and move the fuse box out of the way. And if you look at there's not really instructions online, but there are pictures online actually of the kit already installed. And in this car, there's this plastic plug right here that you can pop out. And basically you can enlarge that hole for one of the lines and for one of the grommets, and then right below that there's this like little channel right here, and you can drill right below that, and that's where you can make your second hole for the second line. So we're gonna go ahead and drill these out so we can get those grommets in there, and then we'll go ahead and pull the fender off, and then I think you have to drill 2 other holes on the other side, but we'll see once we get the fender off. For this I'm just gonna use a step drill bit. I might go all the way to the biggest size, but I'm gonna go one before and see if that'll work. I kind of just set it on there like that, and it fits perfectly on the one right below that, but it is a little bit thicker on the inside, so I might have to go all the way out to the top guy. Alright, so that's the second to last hole. Looks like, yeah, I'll have to go all the way to the biggest size. Cool. Alright, just like that. Got the hole for the first line. Let's go ahead and hole center punch this, and then we'll do the other hole right below it. I'm going to just set this on here to make sure I don't drill it too high and that runs into it. Let's say about there. So yeah, basically just right below that line, about, let's say, about a 1/4 inch down from that small little crevice there. Second hole drilled, and hit it with a little file just to clean up the Pop this in there. Cool. Yeah. Just like that. Cool. I want to pull the fender off real quick and then see what we got to do on the outside. I'm assuming probably have to drill the same holes on the outside, but not quite sure, so I'm going to get that fender off. Alright, well there you go. This hole's drilled, so they go all the way through. And these grommets that they provide are really nice, big, thick, and even with like small imperfections like this, they still end up fitting pretty well. So let's get those lines connected over there and start running them towards the front. So I'm going to feed this small one through the bottom. Comes through just like that. And probably chicken? You got chicken?
Yeah.
Like rotisserie or what?
Yeah,
Hell yeah. And that's why you route that line through there, and then basically get it pushed into there, and then turn the nut, get it snug. It has to be really straight to get it started. So once you get it started, it turns pretty easy. So get that on there like that. You wiggle it around to get the nut on farther. Let's cut that one. Slide the big one through. Slide it through just like that. Take this protective cap off, which is actually also super nice, so this doesn't get damaged during shipping or anything. It's got the nice O-rings on there. So that. Just like that. Looks like all installed. Just like that. Comes through. Just like that. So then these will bend over like that, and that's what they send you all those these orange clamps for right here. These orange clamps right here are to hold the lines to the car, basically. And there's a couple other small ones for the other lines, but I believe the pressure port, this adapter right here goes on one of the end of the lines, and then we'll start lining up the condenser. Show you how that goes, and then we get these lines hooked up to the AC compressor, and that's pretty much it. Alright, so before I install the condenser, these fittings just go in the top of the compressor. Basically like the ones in the firewall, they go like that. And this one right here, same thing. Install 10mm bolts. They do not supply these bolts actually, so I had to find my own, but not a huge deal, they're just regular 10mm bolts. So we'll get these in here, and then we'll get to installing the condenser onto the car and mock up the lines. Alright, so this is the AC condenser that they send you. Like I said, it has the dryer on it already. This port on the top is actually bigger than the bottom one. This big port goes up, so basically on the car it goes like this. These are the brackets that they send you. This is the bottom bracket. If you notice it has a little bend towards the front of the car. The slotted holes go on the condenser itself. Same with this bracket. This is the top bracket. Slotted holes go on the condenser itself, and this one will go basically like this, and then bolted on the condenser like that. They did send only 2 10mm bolts, no nuts though. So you'll need 2 more 10mm bolts and 4 nuts to be able to install these onto the front of the condenser, just like this. To center it, I basically just counted 6 holes on each side, 6 and 6, so this is the center right here. And then you'll do the same thing on the top. So I'm just going to get these bolted on in here. And then on the bottom, it goes straight to the radiator support with some self-tappers that they send you, and then same thing on the top, bolted on, and then we'll go ahead and run the lines over. Now that I got the brackets all bolted on to the condenser, basically just sits on top of the radiator support like that, super nice. And then basically 2 self-tappers down here, 2 self-tappers at the top, and it's mounted. If you have intercoolers and stuff, it still gives you space for an intercooler in front of the radiator support here, and you still have room for the radiator on the other side, so that fits quite well. I'm going to go ahead and self-tap these real quick, and then we can figure out the lines. These self-tapper bolts are 5/16, so pretty common size. Go ahead and mount this up.
If you were looking at it from the front view. They mentioned that they
just like that, just all mounted up solid.
Take it out and move.
So basically, next step would be to pull this top guy right here. Wow, put some pressure in it.
Yeah, it says right here the distributor will sit off about 3/8 of an inch off the manifold. It's normal says the oil pump drag gear is not engaged.
So as per the pictures, this guy, I'll check it out real quick. So if you have any questions about how stuff goes, you can go on his website. He has a lot of pictures of everything all installed. 100 pictures to be exact. So on the compressor. So it goes from the right side of the compressor to the top right here. So the 90 goes on this top guy. It's on the other side.
So the black Sharpie, place a mark on the distributor's body where we want the number 1 spark plugs wiring be. This can be placed anywhere you like. If you're traditionalist and then okay, so we can place number 1 wherever we want it to be.
Just like that. Just gonna go here.
Use a black Sharpie to place a mark on the distributor's body to mark where we want the number 1 spark plug wire to be located. This can be placed anywhere you would like. If you're a traditionalist, this is the same rough. So they normally have their number 1
And the one on the, if you're looking at it on the right side, would be the big line that comes all the way from
yes,
the all the way from the firewall. So if I go this way, it will reach like that. But I kind of wanted to tuck it behind this,
so we're not
get a little more length out of it.
the cat section to go on instead of speaking to
Then this other line, this last line that they send you, is, has a 180 on it. So you can basically send it through the back here.
because that'll change your
Like that.
you already primed it over.
Hook it up to here.
I was actually quite disappointed.
So on this port right here, this is where the, I believe it's a pressure sensor or something that goes right here. So you thread that into here. Like that. The other line we just hooked up with the 180. Come up. This. Go to here. Basically like that. We just tie everything up. Leave the fender off until we charge the AC system. But basically it goes like that. Zip tie it up. Zip tie everything together. There's still a couple more of those clamps that they send you that you can use to tie up some of these lines. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's check out what it looks like, the whole thing. Alright, so basically install these two. Turns over here to the passenger side, comes out through here, all the way down. Pressure port right here, and fill port right here for the high side, I believe. Comes around, condenser in the front, both lines to the top of the compressor there. Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's super nice. Everything's provided, like I said. The only thing was a couple 10mm bolts and some nuts, but other than that, that's the gist of it. Okay guys, one thing I did want to let you know before I closed out this video is that if you end up drilling the holes, basically where I showed you, the stock fuse box will not fit. It's basically too big on the bottom and it won't let you get it all the way over back into its original spot. So for this car I'm going to end up having to relocate the fuse box inside. So if you do want to use your fuse box in the factory location, I recommend you drill these holes basically as low as you can. That way you can still get the fuse box in here. So basically as low as you can, and probably as far back as possible, because this doesn't go all the way tucked up against the firewall, but it does go pretty much all the way up here, almost all the way to the frame rail. So that was one thing that did not end up working out for me, but I already drilled the holes and everything, you know, so everything's already installed. So I will go ahead and relocate the fuse box inside the car, which isn't a huge deal, but yeah, I just want to let you guys know, that way if you're installing this kit and you don't want to move your fuse box, then you know, that way you know. So hopefully this video was informative enough for you guys. Shout out to Dc5 Creations for their very nice kit, and we'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching the video.